Hey, what's up guys? Soldier Knows Best here. So this is my review of the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2 earbuds. And before I kick off this review, I have to tell you that I'm at the point now, because I've used a lot of type of in-ear solutions like these, that I'm actually kind of prioritizing the comfort as far as the fit and feel over the audio quality. I may be a little bit different from others, but because I've used many of these that they sound really good, but when I put them in my ear, I have to kind of mess around with them a lot. Or over time, maybe like after the first hour, I'm finding myself kind of readjusting them. With these, I don't have to do that. And so they fit very comfortably in my ear. And Sennheiser was able to achieve this without having to add any type of wing tips or ear hooks. And so they just really focus on the ergonomics of the design, and they did a great job. And in the box, you do get multiple sizes as far as your ear tips, so you can find the best one that will fit for you. So I'm really happy with the way these fit and feel, because I was able to listen to these for about 3.5 hours was my longest listening session, and they didn't get uncomfortable at all. And the true test was that I forgot that I had them in my ear, and that's always a good thing. And these also do have a flat profile when they're in your ears, and so they don't have anything kind of hanging down out of your ears. So I was able to leave these in my ears while I was taking off my shirt, which is always annoying if you knock out one of your earbuds. And then also if I'm working out and I wipe my face to try to get some sweat off, I'm not worried about accidentally knocking these out of my ears. And so with the fit and feel being my number one thing, these have me really satisfied, but the sound quality was just okay. I wouldn't be as satisfied, but the good thing is that Sennheiser definitely delivered on the audio performance, because these are right up there with the top of the line earbuds like the Sony WF-1000XM3s and the AirPods Pros. And so you get a nice clean sound out of these, and also the soundstage is pretty wide, so you're able to hear a lot of detail in the music that you're listening to. And so Sennheiser definitely knows what it's doing when it comes to sound, and that really shows with these. They just sound fantastic. But let's just say that you weren't quite 100% satisfied with the sound quality. Well, luckily Sennheiser does make a smart control app that you can download for iOS or Android. And inside of this app, you can adjust the equalizer to kind of focus on the bass a little bit more, or you can mess around with the treble. But when you get the sound that you're looking for, you can quickly save a preset for that. And then as you're listening to different types of music, you can go back and change the preset to the one that you want to work with. And so I believe most people will be happy with the sound out of the box, but having this extra control, you definitely can't go wrong with. Now, speaking of controls, you won't find any buttons on these earbuds, but each one does have a touch panel. So when you do put these in your ears, now you're able to control the volume or skip and play, or the pause and play function just by tapping. And you can set it up in the app as well to control which action would actually do a particular type of setting adjustment. So you can do a single, double, triple tap, and even a long press. And once you get these set up, now you can choose how you want to turn on or off the active noise cancellation or the transparency mode. And let's talk about those real quick too. So with the active noise cancellation, I found it was really good, and I normally like to test this out on a plane, but I don't think I'm going to be flying anytime soon. But I did sit here at my desk and play some music pretty loud, and it did a pretty good job at blocking out that noise. And then also too, with the transparency mode, I found that it was very natural sounding, and so that's going to allow the ambient sound around you. So if somebody's in the room talking, you'll be able to hear that alongside of the music that you're listening to. And so that mode is really good, and I like that it doesn't sound like too artificial or too forced.
And here's a quick audio test to give you an example of how these will sound if you do use them to take phone calls. And I talked to a couple of people even when I was outside filming some of this video, and some of the wind was going on, and I still sounded just fine on there, and maybe a little low at times, but for the most part, I think people will be happy to use these for phone calls.
Now, going back to the controls real quick, I do have a couple of gripes with these, and that is that when you do take them out of your ears, they do have a smart pause feature, so it will pause the music that you're listening to, but it doesn't disable the touchpad. So when I take them out of my ears and maybe I'm holding on to them and I accidentally touch the touchpad, that will activate, the music to start playing on my phone again, and that can be definitely annoying. So I wish that they can just easily change that to have that turn off alongside of the smart pause with the audio. And something else is that sometimes I just want to have one of the earbuds in my ear and put the other one in my case. Maybe I'm in a city that I don't really know and I just want to walk around with the walking directions in my ear. Well, this only really fully works with the right earbud. So you can leave the right earbud in, place the left earbud in the case, and it will work just fine. But if you leave the left earbud in and then you put the right earbud in the case, it won't work at all. You're not able to just listen to your music. It just won't work. But if you were to just leave the left earbud in and just leave the right earbud in your pocket or just put it down on a desk, it will still work. So I wish that was just kind of uniform, where you can take either one out and put them inside of the case and still be able to use the other one in your ear. And when it comes to the battery life in these, they say you should be able to get around 7 hours, and that's with ANC on. Now I did one marathon session where I used these for about 3 hours, and then I put them down outside of the case, and then I picked them back up for a little while, and I got around 6.5 hours, so that's pretty good. And then also too, if you use the case, which has a built-in battery, that will allow you to get 3 full charges. So now you can extend that around 7 hours of playtime to around 28 hours. And also with the case, you can see that the footprint of it is bigger than the one on the AirPods Pros. Just looking at it from the front, it's a little longer, and then it's definitely thicker there on the side. So it's not as bad as the case for the Sony WF-1000XM3s. You can see that it's an overall smaller footprint, so it's right in the middle of these two. And then this case is missing wireless charging, which is becoming a standard for around this price point. So you can charge this with the USB-C port on the back, but I really wish that it did have wireless charging. Oh, and one more thing with the audio quality that I forgot to mention earlier is that on Android, I did experience a slight audio delay while I was watching some videos with these in. So that happened to me when I was watching some YouTube videos and also a movie in the Google Play Movies. And so this definitely is not the best ideal situation, because you can see their lips moving and the audio just slightly out of sync. But I didn't experience this on iOS though. So I was using my iPhone 11 Pro, and I didn't find that to be an issue at all that was distracting from what I was watching. Now, Sennheiser is aware of this, and in their last software update, they did address this, but I still find that the problem still exists on Android. But hopefully in maybe the next software update or two, they can fix this problem. So as is, these are some of the best wireless earbuds on the market. But if they were to fix some of those little issues, they could better make the case for being the best on the market. But for right now, I'm liking them. What do you think about them? Leave your comment down below. And thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.